What time is it?
It's big slappy time.
Wee, get under the desk.
Ooh, this is it. This is the alarm has gone off. We're in the shelter.
The nuclear holocaust is upon us, and boy, do I feel good.
We're back in the Cold War. We have a hot war and a Cold War going.
That's a tepid war.
Yeah, it's actually perfect temp to get into this tub.
More.
Well, this is Tuesday. The
Coming
deadline is
warm.
looming. There's a deadline from our president.
Dear leader.
And the hits, the AI Lego hits just keep dropping from Iran as well. But there's a nuclear.
Haven't seen.
The nuclear option is very present right now.
Yeah, JD just came out and said the nukes are on the table.
What a table.
And I was like, got any other stuff to offer?
Anything else we should know?
Salads or...
It feels the energy, the collective energy, as much as I can gauge it from IRL interactions, but mostly online interactions. Really something. I think people are really concerned here.
Are they? I don't know what... I feel like people are either like freaking out but a lot of people are just like, la, la.
Well, I'll tell you.
Like I just took our kid to school. Should I have done that? I'm just waiting for bombs to rain down. But people are on the road. People are biking. People are
going about their business. They're going to work.
Coffee and
kids going to school. Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on?
This is just another one of the. Boomers. They had these comfy, cozy ass boomers. They had their little. Like every school had a shelter. Do you remember these Fallout? Like in the original Cold War, they had like the whole setup going for themselves.
I thought they just got under the desk, and we always thought that was funny because I was like, I don't think nuclear radiation cares about your little desk.
Your little desk.
I mean, it might help if like rocks fall on you.
But churches, there'd be places you'd see signage where it would say like,
really?
Yes. I mean, at least on the East Coast. I don't know what they were doing out here.
Sorry, you weren't alive then? Are you talking about like things you've seen?
I'm talking about AI images that I've seen. No. I'm taling about
AI free
old buildings that would still have that signage when I was young.
It said like there's a nuclear shelter here.
There was a like not biohazard symbol, but like a nuclear.
They were like this nuclear bomb shelter donated by the dear family of
by the Vatican.
Tom and Valerie.
Right.
Patouche.
But anyhow, we're here. We're just left to our own devices. Is my point. There's no real.
I'm sorry. Are we still paying taxes? Are we still? Our electric bill is insane. We're supporting all the data centers. I don't even have lights on.
No, the lights are on.
They're like, please, we're in a wartime. Preserve all the fuel for the data centers.
That's right. Please.
All the electricity.
Yeah, the lights are on and nobody's home. Or what is it?
Our lights are off.
Our lights are off, but we are home. Which is interesting. We're the opposite, whatever that could be.
We're back to the caves. It's like the Plato's cave, but we're like, put me in, coach. I want those shadows. The IRL is too much.
Now, my question is, who was the Easter Bunny next to Trump while he was giving this on the White House veranda there? Did you see this tableau?
I think that was Bondi. That's her new position.
Bad Bondi was in that. Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bad Bundy, Bondi Bunny.
Bad Bundy.
Bad Bundy. Yeah, she was under that mask.
Because everyone said she got canned, but she got shuffled.
She did get shuffled to another. So did Gnome. They all got kind of shuffled.
Oh, where did Gnome shuff?
That might have been Gnome, that might have been Gnome's.
Were there's two?
Gnome's hubby's jugs underneath that rabbit suit. That might have been his.
It did
penance.
look like a well-endowed rabbit.
I mean, if you asked that man, if you told that man, listen, you need to do this, to get in this rabbit suit. What's funny is I wish that was Santa Claus. I wish he was giving, because he was just like dragging Iran and like rambling. He's done a couple of really bizarre rambles lately.
The military mission of saving the pilot, but it was like all kids. Like obviously it's being televised.
And it went on and on, and the bunny just like, so I wish it was Santa, because I wish you could see the eyes of that person to have to be like, just smile. They're just kind of nodding and waiting, being like, I'm here for the Easter egg hunt.
Here for the hunt. Wait, I had to say something about Mr. Gnome.
Mr. Gnome.
His hometown or state, one of the Dakotas, is behind him. But they're like, leave him alone. He has kids. Like, no one cares.
Leave him alone. He has kids.
Literally. I'm like, well, a lot of people have kids.
A lot of people have kids. That doesn't really apply to anything.
It's just surprising.
Yeah. I would say leave him alone because of the bimbo fetish thing.
Well, the bimbofication, that was in my errata. Remember, I was like, it's called something. It's bimbofication.
Bimbofication.
That's like the movement.
Excellent.
That he's part of.
Now you're doing my
part
hands.
of the movement.
This truly is World War III. You are doing my hand signals.
I am.
You've become
becoming
cumbersome.
I have become a shallow mom.
Wait, should we get into... Because I have a lot here, and I have some things specifically for our segments.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want to do first?
I want to
exciting.
do in errata Davida,
honey. Don't you know that I love you? You looked at me to be like, we're doing it, and I just stared blankly.
You smiled, though.
You know what it is? I hadn't opened my seltzer yet.
No, you got to pop them bubs.
Can't sing till I drink my bubs.
That makes sense.
This is Georgia Peach.
Now, that is the Georgia Peach.
I'm a fan. This is a very polarizing, polar flavor.
Yes, it sure is. It sure is, dear. It's better than the Dakota Peach, the Dakota watermelons.
The Dakota melons, this is my deal. I don't want Dakota to turn on Mr. Noom because of his large breasts.
No.
But it's frustrating to me, the like red state mentality about a lot of stuff and what's wrong and right and this puritanical bullshit. And then when it's one of their own, they're just like, yeah.
Yes.
The bigger, the better.
Well, just really
Mr.
quick on
Noom.
on the morality play of it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Well, there's only
Hypocrisy.
there's only what 800 or so people in the Dakotas
800?
combined.
That's generous.
Yeah, but the morality of it. Speaking of that, this was just a random thing before we get into the errata.
And maybe they're all fine. Maybe I'm judging them just by their psycho politicians, and that's not fair.
By their governors, yeah.
And that's not fair.
By their canine murdering governors. Here's was a very funny. Now, he obviously went into a lot more.
Is this errata because you sang the song?
No, but before I get to that, the morality just made me think of this.
Can we sing the song again later and I can sing too?
Yes, and then we can explain
Will you point
the
at me
segment.
when we're going to sing?
I'm going to do a...
So this is not errata.
Not errata.
We're doing a tangent.
Quick tangent of... he goes... Tucker. So Tucker goes on a run here. But the first thing he says, and the way he says this about this Trump tweet on Easter Sunday,
oh yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, who do you think you are? You're tweeting out the F word on Easter morning.
Yeah.
Now there's just some, with all that's
Clutching the
happening.
pearls.
Who do you think you are? Tweeting out the F word on
I think
Easter
it's funny
morning.
what everyone's red line is, because I get that that's insane. Those tweets are insane.
I mean, they're unhinged, even by the
we're
standards
desensitized, but
Sure.
they're crazy.
That one stood out.
We're gonna praise Allah. There was just so much crazy shit in there. But this is the thing where you're like, the F-bomb on us Easter Sunday. Like, I'm like, okay, what about the genocide on Labor Day? Yeah, I'm like, what are the Memorial Day?
Yeah, which also he does.
Epstein horror. You know, I'm like, why is this?
Well, what's funny is he does get into all that too. I was saying, but it just that was a weird that was like his big opening of like now he's gone to because he's let him skate. I think we talked about this last ep, but it's like
he said you don't have to disagree with all of his policies. You shouldn't. There's a lot of good ones,
Yeah.
but this isn't good. And I'm like,
yeah.
Tucker, get off the fence.
Come on,
even you
Buckley.
trying to have a hot take is still not really a hot take.
No.
You're not condemning.
No, you're just talking about tweeting the F word on Easter morning.
Did he tweet it or truth it?
Well, he also truthed it. That's what's funny too. But I think he's just using, tweet because it's not even Twitter anymore. There are no more tweets. Tweets have been retired officially on every platform, technically.
There's bots and there's truths.
There's bots, truths. There's hexes and X's. Or are bots X's? What do they call?
I thought just X was all bots.
Yeah,
now.
that makes sense. Anyway, that was a quick tangent.
Okay.
Because I loved the.
So that has nothing to do with Mr. Noam.
Nothing to do.
We've
with,
moved away from
no
Mr. Noam.
the funny. We're just talking about what people.
It's the bimbofication of Easter.
It kind of is. It is. It's a filthy, just potty mouth bimbofication. So.
In errata Davida, honey.
Don't you know
that I love you? We made our way back.
We're back. We're back to now errata. We just basically, every ep, we hold ourselves accountable. There's a self accountability check.
Thank you.
So we want to go back and say, what did we fuck up? What did
it's
we?
It's like how's my
mouth?
driving, but it's how's my podcasting.
Yes.
My cobcasting.
Cobcasting. Google fingers can only work so fast in real time. I have a quick one that I'll just start with, just because I'm ashamed of coming from the Commonwealth. I don't even know now what I was
Commonwealth
calling
of Pennsylvania.
Fetterman's, yes, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, being a son of the Commonwealth. Braddock, Pennsylvania.
Braddock. We said Bradford.
Fetterman. What was I saying?
Bradford.
But
that didn't. That's why I kind of went on I was like, it's something like that.
Yeah. No, it was Braddock. It was the city.
Braddock or leave it.
The township, whatever, that John Fetterman, Senator Fetterman, can't find a Fetterman.
So it's Bra and Dick.
Bra Dicks, yeah. It's bras and dicks. I mean, it's a nice...
Mr. No.
Nice little rust belt.
I'm back. Bras and dicks.
Mr. Fetterman and Mr. No.
Yeah, okay. So
anyway, that was just a...
Braddock, great. But he's not from there.
No. No, he's from a lab in Langley, Virginia, as a CIA asset, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
Is that where they made Erica Kirk?
That is.
They're like the perfect man and the perfect woman.
Can find John Fetterman.
Okay, I have an errata.
Yes, please.
Excuse me. We were saying our patron saints of the pod. We forgot Jiminy Glick.
Oh, my.
Because we just talk like Glick every 3 minutes on this pod.
We do.
This should be called Slop with Jiminy.
With Jiminy, yes. No, out and about with sloppy Jiminy. Yes, he is a patron saint. He's probably near the top.
Near the top.
The character of Jiminy.
Jiminy Glick. And Mr. No Miss Bimbofication, we said.
Mm-hmm.
You last time said you started saying the hands in front of the face thing, and then we never got back.
Okay, here's what I'll do.
People are on the edge of their seats. They're like, the nukes are coming. Tell me what you're talking about.
My last words are...
Yeah, do you think anyone's going to hear this? Or we're just recording just to say I'm still here?
Well, it's a Tuesday, so it won't come out. Yeah, we are. We're just trying to say I'm still here. Right, that was our... Yes, we are just trying to do that. Well, we'll see. If you wake up tomorrow, we usually post in the middle of the, 3 a.m. this time. So
we wake up in the middle of the night, we go, the pod! And we post
it's either gone or it's a hit, or it's one of our biggest episodes, because people are just like, we're alive.
We're alive.
The AI fingers in front of the face. Now, I didn't check.
Oh, it's like to prove it's not AI.
I saw a video that I haven't confirmed at all.
Did you deny?
I won't confirm or deny it. I'll just say I saw it, and it was basically a Zoom that someone was doing an experiment with. They knew that the Zoom on the other end was AI, an AI generated whole image and voice and everything.
Like when
responding in real time, like a chatbot mixed with the video.
Who was it that talked to George Washington? Did you see? Don't spit your coffee out.
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck talked to AI George Washington.
I can't believe we haven't talked about that.
Yeah,
I'm obsessed with this.
Well, that was great. And it kind of looked like, what's his name?
Bradley Cooper?
No, the guy who played Coach.
It's Craig T. Nelson.
It kind of looked like an older Craig, because he had the receding.
Yes.
Well, like how Craig T. Nelson looks in The Family Stone.
Yes.
He had that vibe.
He looked like...
This is George Washington.
This is George Washington. This is the first president.
Guy, he's back. It's like we never stopped to see if we should.
Yeah.
We brought back George Washington. We found his DNA in a mesquite.
Basically in a mosquito, yes.
And we mixed it with a pig.
Goldblum warned us, and
now he's back. Now he's talking to Glenn Beck.
Yeah, Glenn Beck was sitting, and he had a glass of water on the table, and it was just vibrating. He was like, George Washington...
Was he playing a little pocketball under there? Why is it vibrating? He's like, George Washington, fap, fap, fap.
Yeah, he was fapping. Well, he kind of was like doing a bit of a masturbatory session there because it was obviously using George as what he would say. So now whatever editing Glenn wanted to do, but George also looked like he had him in like a casual T-shirt, but like
that's why I say Craig T. Nelson.
Yes, it was like
because it looked like somebody's like dad.
It did. He was just wearing like one of those thick, like
there was
nice
no
T-shirts
wig.
they sell on Instagram. No. It was.
Oh, he was like in Costco casual.
Yeah, Cos Cash. And he was basically trying to be like, he would align with
maybe
a lot
LL Bean.
He was a little bean. Well, that's what I'm saying. It was a heavyweight
Costco.
tee. It was like a tee that your nipples don't cut through. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought it was like a flannel. Hold on, I gotta look this up. I can't believe we didn't talk about this.
I know, this
the
is
only
shocking.
reason I bring it up is because you're talking about
Yes.
something where somebody was talking to an AI.
Correct. So this is Glenn Beck in his studio, like he's doing a podcast, just sitting across from George Washington, talking about like, well, George, what do you think of these times?
Oh my God, you're right. It's a very weird,
isn't it? Just like he looks
T-shirt, a thick gray.
It is. It's like the shit they advertised to me on Instagram.
But his hair
like,
is
hey,
it's like
buddy,
a
your
nod.
nipples are out of
The
control.
flip.
Yeah, look at his hair.
Okay, can we link to this?
We must link. Yeah, we'll link to the Glenn Beck
This is
George
weeks
Washington
old now.
interview.
We might as well be talking about the frickin'.
Well, listen, if we're going down with this ship, we might as well link to this. If this is the last links we're going to do, I feel good about what we've done with this program. If this is our final countdown, and
I love this too. That Glenn Beck created AI George Washington. I'm like, Glenn Beck did not create anything. All right. Anyway, guys, if you haven't seen that interview, it's powerful.
Powerful. So this this one was a no name, but it was just someone trying to showcase artificial intelligence on a Zoom and in real time, like a figure that's reacting to. Because I don't know how Glenn Beck. I don't know what sort of production wizardry they used. Like I don't think because that looked far better. The point of this was it was like low res and it's in real time. So you would go on a Zoom. Presumably the point of this was, and you'd be like, if you weren't really paying attention and you thought you were talking to a therapist or talking to a colleague, or whatever the hell the reason you're on Zoom.
This is for people who like can't get enough Zoom.
Yes.
And then no one will Zoom with them and they want to be on Zoom more, which is huge.
Huge.
Like post-pandemic, I need my Zoom. Where's my Zoom?
Where's my Zoom?
You can just go on and talk to a fake person, but it looks real.
But they look real. And so this guy was like trying to say to the AI, he was trying to trip them up. So it was like, not the traditional Turing test or whatever, but trying to trip it up. You don't want me to.
We're not giving these
okay.
human.
Well, he was trying to trip it up. I don't feel good about that, but
really,
I'll think about it anyway.
Oh, is it dehumanizing?
It's not dehumanizing. I think it's
the issue is they're like the AI wants this, so the AI does this, and we have to be like, no. This is like a disgusting amalgamation.
It's a disgusting amalgamation, but they have wants and needs, it seems. There have been a couple whistleblowers coming out being like, no, these things.
Yeah.
So whatever. Presenting as just some dude on Zoom. And the guy says to it at one point, he ran through a couple of things, and then he says, Can you put your hand in front of your face? Can you hold 3 fingers up in front of your face? And the bot is like, What? That's a silly request. What do you like? Tries to laugh it off and is like, "That's weird. What is that all about?" And then tries to move on. And the guy's like, "No. Can you just hold through?" So eventually, after several like rounds, it starts to trip up a little, and then it just holds up 3 fingers, but down here, not in front of the face.
Oh, it's something.
And it's just like, okay, there's my 3 fingers. So anyway, what we were talking about, and the guy's like, no, in front, directly
He's like,
in front of
do the shocker.
Do the
in front of your face.
Yes, finger your nostrils.
Can I get West Side?
Yes, I want you knuckles deep. Yes, yeah. Flash me West Side and go up one of your nostrils.
It's like the thing where you can do the blood.
Yeah,
Bloods.
I
like
can do it.
We're both trying now. Yeah, good luck getting those sausage fingers to do the blood.
You know why I know I can do that is because I remember being in like 8th grade and being like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so
very cool.
Couldn't do that.
Very cool.
For whatever reason, and again, I didn't follow up on this. So any of our are AI experts.
Okay, but you were referencing like a Turing test.
A Turing test thing that seemed like this was a big deal because you remember the fingers with Bibi we talked about.
Yeah.
With the Netanyahu video, and I've seen other fingers they fuck up often.
I've seen fingers,
and especially with video stuff, it's like if you get too.
This ain't your pappy's fingers.
That's right.
No, there's too many of them. They're weird.
They get funky, and for some reason, holding it in front of the face because the face is probably what they're focusing most on to make.
And it trips up because you're having like skin on skin.
Yeah,
and,
there's something going on there. So
something's going on. What's going on?
If you're in doubt and you're on a Zoom, ask somebody to finger their nostrils and see what happens.
Wow.
If you can't do it, then that's a problem.
You might get in trouble from your boss. If you ask that. Any more errata?
Well, errata.
I have some follow-up stuff.
All right, I have some wild
errata.
stuff. He's running Trump. No, I don't have any more errata technically, no.
Cool. So, should we get into like our homework, or do you want to do more current events?
Well, I want to just quickly mention, because I think I started to mention this, but maybe this was another. So this might be
Were you beginning to think about mentioning something?
I started to think about possibly considering a mention.
Wow. Honorable mention.
Yeah, it might even be an obtuse mention.
Not a cute.
Honorable mention. So this is just, you know how I enjoy my stories, and so I watched a little of this program on CBS called CIA.
Oh God.
Now Dick Wolf, as we all know, the legendary propaganda icon, Dick Wolf of the Law and Order franchises, had like however many of those they did, moved over networks, which is. At the same time, he still has shows going. So this guy, like, for whatever reason, people just can't make television procedurals, propaganda stuff without Dick Wolf. He did this FBI show that he started on CIA CIA on CBS / Barry Weiss's CIA. On CBS, he has this FBI show that has been running for a few seasons. There's a spinoff now that's just the CIA.
Okay.
So it's one of the characters from the FBI, whatever. I only watched the first episode.
Are you going to do a long
What stood out to me? No, I'm not. I specifically wrote this down to try to not do a long synopsis. So there's a like a Havana syndrome, a direct energy weapon that was stolen. That's the premise of the first episode of this CIA show. Somebody used this weapon. They're like, who could have used this? Who could have stolen this? This was something we had. So they're hypothesizing who could this be, and this one woman says, well, it could be North Korea or it could be Iran. They might have stolen this weapon and they're starting to use it to try to lock down the Strait of Hormuz.
Wow.
Now, this is said in the show. This is
when
probably,
did this air?
This aired, the first episode probably aired.
When did this episode air?
I'm looking. Must have aired.
Seems relevant.
Like this is weeks before the war. So the war's what, 5 weeks in now? Yeah, so this went on, this aired, let's see, episodes. Directed Energy, February 23rd. So this is like a month before.
Yeah.
Or less than a month. And obviously the script's written early, but they could have thrown that in. My point is, that's a very, very strange.
Do you think they're doing that so that Trump can watch that and like they're normalizing ideas for him to give him ideas? Because he can't really...
Or are they trying to just get support for when people are watching it? Yes,
us
just to
say,
be like,
of
whoa,
course.
Iran might be using these direct energy weapons to lock down the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
We need to bomb them immediately. We need to get in there. Because the Ellisons are now running CBS, and so this is all through their...
But is it Iran that was doing the Havana syndrome? Because we used to make fun of Havana syndrome.
We sure did.
People would be like, I got a random headache. The Russians are at it again. You'd be like, okay.
Yes.
But
DEWs are a real thing, yes.
Then some intelligence came out that there were weapons that could like fuck with your brain.
Yeah.
So, but I thought that wasn't Iran.
It wasn't. So that's what's funny is they're just throwing Iran and North Korea into this, like, who could possibly have done this? Now, North Korea, they just kind of mentioned, but Iran specifically, they're saying that their motivation for getting this weapon is to lock down, which what's funny about that is they got that shit already locked down. Right. Apparently, it would seem.
Great.
But yeah, it's just a very funny.
Who was the original Axis of Evil? I feel like they're pushing a new one, like a rebrand.
Oh, yes. It was North Korea was in there.
Yeah, they're always in there. Russia.
Russia and China?
No, there was someone else. Anyway, Germany. No.
Well, the original Axis, yeah, Germany, Japan, and
right. That's what I'm saying. Is like
Canada.
they just keep rebrand Canada. Wow.
Wow.
Havana syndrome. You go to Toronto and you're like, I've never had a migraine before.
Yes. So anyway, that
feel
was just
scrambled. Okay, sorry.
No, that was a fun topical reference a few weeks before
that is fun.
the war in
I think
Iran
you should
began.
stop watching those shows.
Sure. They're fun. They're not. I mean, that show sucked. I watched the first episode. I got my Strait of Hormuz drop, and I walked away. So, what do you have?
Okay. Well, we had some homework from last time to watch music and lyrics and to get to the bottom of Poppy's involvement in the JFK assassination.
Yes.
So equally important.
Both equally important.
Equally easy to do.
Well, yes.
Are we ready to talk about
we can
it?
report that we did watch music and lyrics.
We did.
The 2007, I wouldn't call it a com as much as, a rom, attempt at a rom-com. I didn't really find anything that humorous.
I think it is technically a rom-com. We had a little bit of a disagreement. I don't think it falls into our
subgenre
genre.
of like.
And you said it did.
I feel like it does because within genres there's still going to be but I think the greater genre of couples coming together through music.
Yeah,
through song.
but I think ours is subber than that.
Right.
And what I mean is Star is Born and what was the other one?
Stars Born,
Jackman and Hudson.
Yeah, Blue Song Sung Blue.
Song Sung Blue.
Those are two definitive titles in our genre.
Those have grit. They have like hardship.
Yeah, and they're real musicians.
Issues with
involved.
addiction, and is A Star Is Born a real musician? I think that's a.
Well, I don't mean real in
narrative.
terms of. I mean the characters at least are like musicians, whereas in this one,
Oh, I see.
I guess Hugh Grant was, but
This
True.
just felt really like poppy and whatever.
Yeah, there's no grit to
Vanilla.
it. Yeah.
I just said for me, I don't think this had like the depth of our actual subgenre.
And what I would say is like, what I like about that we've created a genre and now already subgenres within.
Yeah.
Because all I'm saying is like you could say, I don't know, like The Shining and what's his name, Lucio Fulci's Zombie, like are both horror movies. You know what I mean? But they're like one's like gore, blood, very gore. I'm saying horror has like 19 subgenres. I think our overarching genre.
Yeah, but I think you're arguing semantics
the-
there because our whole point when we said we have this genre is how specific and sub it was.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of just saying rom-com, which I don't even think people would say A Star Is Born is a rom-com. I think
It's
they'd
not.
say it's a drama. There's
It's
like
not.
death in that,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. No,
and I
there-
think Song Sung Blue, they would say is maybe a gritty rom-com. Like there's obviously rom-com elements, but it's a true story. They would say it's like a biopic of these people.
Right. Yeah. And there's
So-
there's a couple funny moments here and there, but it's not a rom-com. This felt rom-com-y.
I thought music and lyrics was just a big piece of shit.
It was shit. It was, Drew, of course, is, adorable beyond belief, I think. And this is 07. She's still
She is, but she's a little too wide-eyed and a little too dumb as a character.
Whoever directed this really did both of them dirty.
If
They
she had
almost
just
were
had like even 10% more self-awareness, but still could be like cute and kind of
Yeah.
befuddled, I'd be fine with that. I felt like Hugh Grant is, his dryness helps the cheese.
Yes,
Like I felt like he sold the cheese a little better than.
he did. But you know what it felt like to me? It felt like to me we were watching, like when you see people at work, like what those two do as actors, what they bring.
Yeah.
I feel like the director just kept making them ring their bells too many times. There was so many
Yeah.
back and forth. It was like one shot to the next. They would just do the Hugh Grant little thing with his neck wiggle, and then she would do her wide eyes, and I don't know.
And they kind of set up that she was like a hypochondriac, but then that never paid off.
Yes, that character was so like both like the naivete, but in a confident direction, and then almost in like I don't know what I'm ever doing.
I think they
was a bad
fucked up
character.
and wrote her poorly. I don't even
did.
want to put that on her.
No, that's not her.
Like, I think he was a little more, it was kind of more his movie.
I feel like yes, yeah, and I feel like in films that poor, I never want to hold actors accountable. Really,
No.
I don't think it's fair. I think when the script's that bad and the direction is nothing, you're just like, well.
I did like the send up, the main like pop star character, the like young starlet pop star was very obviously spoofing like Christina.
Yes,
and
Britney
you know, like
era,
she was very like appropriating spirituality in a way that. Do you remember when
that actually was funny?
Gwen Stefani used to wear a bindi all the time? Like
Sure.
shit, I don't know what was going on in that era. The appropriation with like the white blonde starlets and the kind of early aughts was so strong and crazy.
Because didn't Christina had like a belly chain or something too?
I'm a genie in a bottle. Yeah, there was like very.
Right way.
Yeah. Whoa, that was pretty.
Yeah. Looking back on them. Looking back.
Do you want any?
Christina, what was with the belly chain? I can't. I didn't sleep much, so my voice.
Oh, we didn't sleep at all, folks.
No, I mean,
I thought this ep would be more unhinged. Do you think it's going to take a turn?
It always does, doesn't it?
Doesn't it, dear?
I have some fun balls to float in the air.
Well, why don't you get him out here? I'm just reading about who cares about Hugh Grant.
No one, but we do care. I did think that thread to end our review, fine, not in our genre, but we did watch it, and I think that thread was the funniest part about it. Was the throwback stuff of Hugh Grant and the like flock of seagulls, the old videos, and the pop star of today.
I like the like pop-up video thing they did with the credits.
At the end, yes. Yeah, that was the only.
I'm eating Easter candy.
Easter queefs.
Easter queefs.
So, right.
Hit me with something good.
I'm going to hit you with something good. Our
me something
neighbor.
good.
Our old neighbor with the Epstein signage.
Epstein Files now.
Epstein Files now. He used to live across the street. He moved. He came back through to pick up some.
His name.
If you actually slow that down and reverse it, you might be able to say his name from what I just did.
Play Dark Side of the Moon backwards with that?
He came
All
back.
will be revealed.
To scoop up some doors that were being discarded from another house that people were working on. Anyway, he asked me, I was out on the porch, and he was like, oh, can you... I was actually in the house with the door open.
I'm so jealous you saw him.
And I just heard knock, knock. And I was like, what is going on?
Wait, he's at our house?
He was out on he was in the yard in our sidewalk, but I had the front door open because I was I was doing something and the door was open. So I just heard knock, knock. I went out. He's out there. He's like, hey, I'm trying to grab these doors from across the street. I asked them. They said it was okay. Can you? I was like, oh, you're back. What's up, man? How you been?
And he said, well,
and then he said, so I'm helping him load these doors on.
So you help him steal doors from our neighbors?
And he goes, well, shit's just fucking crazy. And I was like, yeah, this is pretty wild. This was a couple now. Well, this was this past week. So I was like, yeah, we're in full swing. So what I was getting at is I was going to be like, oh yeah, the Iran war as a distraction. I know you're a big Epstein Files now guy is what I was trying to get at. But I just go, oh yeah, shit is fucking crazy. What the hell got going on in Iran? And he goes, yeah, my son, special ops, like. So he's, he's got his hands full. Like he was like muttering, and I was like, okay, his son is special ops, and his son is involved in, yeah, who knows? So that was just an update on our neighbor, and then he got those doors up. I want to talk
to him. We got to get him on the pod.
Well, I mean, it'll either be him or it'll be the signsmith from down the way.
Yeah, only one guest ever.
One guest ever.
Smash that tip line. Let us know who you want to hear on the pod.
Choose carefully. What else? Oh yeah. The D-Day movies, there's been so many of them. So we saw this other, which I don't even really care to talk about it, but the Ryan Gosling film.
Oh yeah. What was
like
it
old
called?
Spielberg-y feeling kind of picture.
Project Hail
Mary, yeah, whatever. But the previews before it we saw some fun ones.
Yeah.
A lot of
there were like, I know we were a little stoned, but there were like
a dozen.
69 minutes of previews.
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot more previews than usually they give you
going.
5, even 6. There were more than that. There were probably 10 at least.
There was one about sheep solving a murder.
Yeah. This one was the one that stood out to me because I was like, oh, this is like, I don't know if it is original or not.
Like
but original,
AI
it's not
it's solving a murder.
IP that they've been, yeah. Everything else was Dune 3, Spider-Man.
Everything else was Dune 3. They were like Dune 3, Dune 4.
We saw 9 different versions of the Dune 3 pilot. We almost saw the entire picture. But then they played which you had a very hot take about our old pal, what's his name? Encino Man.
Pauly Shore?
No, the Encino Man himself.
Oh,
How am I?
Brendan Fraser.
Of course.
Fraser.
Brendan. No, it's not Fraser.
It's Brendan Fraser.
Nope, it's not.
It's spelled like Fraser.
It's Ref Fiennes.
No, I can't do this
and
again.
it's Brendan
no,
Fraser.
You're giving me dementia.
Anyway, Brendan Fraser is looks like a corpulent
Brendan
porpoise.
Fraser.
As what's his Brendan Fraser.
No.
As it's not Fraser like toss salad and scrambled. No, it's not.
It is.
It's not Dr. Fraser Crane. It's porpoise Brendan Fraser. He looks porpoisey. He looks corpulent porpoisey.
What does that mean?
It's like he's
he's
fat playing
dolphin?
Ike. Yes, he's like a big fat dolphin.
He's
like
playing
Ike.
But Ike wasn't a big fat dolphin.
As a general, Ike lost weight. I think when he came into I think when he was a general, he was a little
plumper. He did Ozempic to get in office.
He was on that Wegovy train.
Wegovy.
He was the initial guinea pig for Wegovy.
We forgot about Wegovy.
Well, they dropped us is the problem.
Oh, yeah.
So
no more ad reads.
No more freebies. So, yeah, Ozempic.
You better pay.
The hell with Wegovy.
Yeah. Ozempic.
We'll just plug and play. He was
I
playing.
like Ike. Remember those buttons?
You loved those buttons.
I like Ike.
That was a big one. So, what's his name? Ike
Turner.
Put some stank on it.
Yeah.
No.
Hit me again, Ike.
Eisenhower, he was playing him when he was a general. But what's funny about this is there's so many D-Day movies there have been.
Yeah.
They're at the bottom of the barrel of World War II, were the hero movies that
Storming
now it's literally about
the
weather. This one was the whole drama here is like, what's the weather going to be like on D-Day? Because I'm making the call. And the other guys start shouting. He's like, I put a weather balloon up in the air and it's going to rain. And everyone's like, well, we got to move.
What if there's a breeze?
What if it's partly cloudy? Yes.
Could be hail. Yeah. No, and you were like, they're really stretching.
They are
make
struggling.
Another D-Day movie.
They are struggling.
They're going to be like, we all know about D-Day, but what about D-Morning?
What about, yes, the D morning.
D morning
Early
is
hours
crazy.
of D morning.
Yeah.
I woke up in D morning and I had Eisenhower in my
D
ear.
night.
He was like, what are they going to wear? What uniforms will they wear? Are they going to be matching or not?
Yeah.
They're like, yes, probably.
Will they have Hitler Youth haircuts?
Will they all
be
get
hair on the side of their heads?
Clean shaven. They must be clean shaven. Our barber's sick today. We can't do D-Day.
Barber can't work in the moist climate.
It's true.
Weather matters because they get a little rust on their
weather matters.
Scissors.
And also, kids, this apparently was before the Weather Channel. You know, this is before you could
open
your phone.
This is when Ike was still a corpulent porpoise, pre-Weather
General
Channel.
Corpulent porpoise.
By the time he became the little stick man we know and love.
Yes. And he was.
What was my hot take on Frazier? You said you had a hot take.
You just laughed.
Like
he's a bad actor. You
well,
just said. Now, in that scene, again, you're pulling a scene from a shit movie that no one needs or wants.
Okay, but you're literally doing the trailer. It should be like the best acting in the movie.
But
he's
you
like,
know how trailers sometimes.
Is it gonna be a rainbow today?
We were also a little stoned, and I do think that sometimes
that just makes me more aware.
Well, yes, but that's why I think it read to me like that was a parody. It read as a. Like when movies would do a meta thing where there's like at an award show and they show the clips, it would be that one of like Brendan Fraser. It's like
I know,
like
but
The
I'm
Critic
saying,
with John Lovitz. Like it would be like
okay, but that's literally
be,
what they do to show how good it is. So to you to say, to be fair, he's not a bad actor. They just showed a bad clip, and you're like, that's the selling point.
But sometimes those big.
The hardest part is dialing up that performance.
Let me stand by my fellow thespians and say that sometimes when you pull those out of context.
Wait, wasn't he in The Whale?
Those moments.
You're calling him a porpoise. He's a whale.
He was the whale.
And I don't mean that in like a fat shamey way.
No, I mean, he put on a fat suit and did a movie.
Oh, he did a fat suit? I thought he gained.
No. Do you think he looked like that?
I thought the whole thing is like when people gain weight or lose weight, they like get an Oscar.
I rarely watch like 12 minutes of a movie, but I actually watched the first like 12 minutes of that, and then I went away.
Isn't that a thing though for Hollywood?
A fat suit.
No, like when you do crazy shit for
the Oscar.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's in the fat suit's in the category. Oh, you mean gain weight? like Christian Bale losing weight. I don't think he gained
gaining.
that weight. Let me
like, what's her name? Monster? Charlize? When she was Eileen Wuornos?
Yeah.
He gained weight. And everyone was like, oh my God, Charlize gained weight.
Yeah, and so Brendan Fraser was like 9 of those. So I'm like, I don't know that he was able to actually, like.
Sorry to the listeners hearing me eat this Easter candy into the mic.
You chew on that candy while the whale, did he gain weight?
Corpulent porpoise.
Brendan Fraser did not gain 600 pounds for the whale. But he did wear heavy, specially designed prosthetics and makeup.
I didn't say you gained 600 pounds.
I mean, this is the AI overview of that question that I just
Stop
asked.
doing AI.
Yeah.
You got to turn that off.
On my phone, I try. The problem is I have too many Google accounts. I'm on. So if I open the wrong one, if I'm on, whatever. Who cares? We're done. Today's the end.
Today is the D-Day. Wait, is this D-Day? What would this be called?
This would be called G-Day.
What does D-Day mean again? Because V-Day is victory day. V is victory in whatever day.
Yeah, it's a military term. It's the.
You think?
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's just
not a hallmark.
It's just a code. It's just a designation code for like an operation commence.
You know what I always like? You know, people say Mayday, Mayday when they need help.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bastardization of the French, which is Mayday, meaning help me.
Yes.
M'_AID blah 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 over to Z.
I believe you.
But now we say
Mayday,
Mayday. And I'm not talking about the maypole.
We say D-Day, D-Day.
I'm not talking about the labor unions.
No, not that Mayday.
Not that Mayday. I'm talking about you're spinning down in a
spiral
aircraft.
And
you're
you
hitting
go.
the eject button. It's a Poppy.
It's Poppy. It's Poppy over, before he was home when he was almost cannibalized or whatever was going on.
Yeah. And where did he like landed in some rice patties?
Yeah, we read
jet
the cliff notes of that already, and I forget them. So go back. We'll have to go back and listen to our own episode to learn about Poppy's. Yeah, it was World War II. Yeah, it was D-Day. I mean, the weather was bad was the problem.
Okay.
They didn't get the weather forecast. Poppy had to jump out of the plane. On his way down, he had that sniper rifle.
Everyone else died. He
into
didn't
Dallas.
help anyone.
He thought he was over a rice paddy, but he was actually going into Dallas
to kill
Kennedy.
To JFK.
To KJ.
To KJ.
Can
that be
JFK?
Oh. Is this our bushy pusher?
That should have been our bushy pushy.
Can we sing
have we
it?
done enough? I had one in my back pocket that I don't even want to talk about.
Okay, well, because we're here, are we done with the porpoise?
Yeah, the porpoise, that was probably the most notable of the trailers because of the D-Day thing.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say our other homework was solving whether JFK.
So let's get into
Bushy Podcast. Oh,
now,
in the USA.
This segment,
No?
in fact, yes.
I just like saying that part.
This segment this is our 3 fingers in front of the face.
Yes.
This is our way
Thank you.
our audio
Our
version.
Turing test.
Our Turing test is that, we will mention the Bush dynasty in some form or fashion in every episode. Otherwise,
that's a guarantee. It's
right.
on the box.
Because AI can't do it.
No.
They can't. It is
Not
the 3
like
fingers.
we do it.
They cannot do it like we do it.
So I floated at the end of last episode that there are whispers in the wind of Poppy maybe being connected to the JFK assassination.
Assassination.
And you said, well, I'm not sleeping tonight. And then I think we forgot all about it.
No, sorry. Let's clarify this. I was, of course, well aware of the connection to it.
What? You can't give me that I floated something
I'm going to
interesting
give you that
on
you
the
floated
pod.
a bombshell. You said he was the trigger man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a whole.
Well,
that's
I'm not
a whole
going to just
nother
say
level.
it. I said he's involved. And what I mean is he done did it.
Right. So, yes, no, I know of all of that. I'm saying that.
Well, he was in Dallas at the time.
And he was also on
He's
account
listed George Bush, and then they said no, a George Herbert Walker Bush was never listed. It must have been another person, and there is no other George Bush that was in the CIA at the time.
No,
there's weird stuff around.
There's a lot of weird stuff around.
The problem
also,
is though a lot of crazy people have come out and said this.
Yes.
So like you said, it's lost any credibility.
It has.
Well, why is that so crazy to people? I know you say, "Oh my goodness," but look at what's happening.
I mean,
look
Herbert
at our
Walker
world. Look
was,
at our world.
Yes.
Look at who's pulling the strings in the sick marionette show of our lives.
So he came in. Now you talked about
No?
Yes. You talked about it as a if the timeline of him being groomed into the CIA. So the Dulles brothers, Alan Dulles, the people who were running the CIA at the time of JFK's assassination.
Let's start at the beginning. He's at Yale.
He's at Yale.
He's in the
Skull and Bones.
The Skull and Bones. I was going to say Skull and Crossbones.
Skull and Boners.
He's in Skull and Bones.
No, first we got to start at the beginning.
He's in the tunnel.
He's jumping out of the plane.
Oh.
He's a World War II hero.
Isn't that after college?
Oh, yeah. Well, back then they'd get like 14. You'd lie about your age, you'd be in the military.
He needed to be in the military to afford Yale.
You're right. That is how
they're like, we'll send you to the local college.
Yeah, because Preston boy, or what is great Preston?
I think it was that Satanist guy.
It was. It's the father of. It's Anton LaVey is Boppy's father.
Well, his father-in-law.
His father-in-law, correct? Yes, because
this
is
getting juicy.
Now we're
here. He's up at Yale.
For real. He's at
Yale. He's
Yale.
18. He's like, I want to study engineering. I'm up from Texas.
This was at a time.
My family has all our money.
This was at a time when
that's a great impression.
Great impression. Who's that? Dana Carvey over there?
Yeah.
There's.
I wish.
This was at a time when secret societies weren't just about like protecting sexual predators on campus. This is when they were like truly the masters of the universe. This was when like back in the day, I'm saying these secret societies now, they still all exist, but they're more just like, we're protecting rapists.
No, it's like, I want to
whatever.
be on 4chan. You're like, okay, do you have any credentials of that society?
This is when that generation, the silent greatest, those generations put into play the plans that played out.
So I'm saying he's at Yale. He's walking around. Should I be in the chess club? Mm-hmm. Should I do a cappella? Mm-hmm. Little barbershop quartet? And they said, no, come over here. You're that kid from Texas, right?
Yes.
He
said, hello, my baby. Hello.
I like your wiry glasses. And they said, do you like drinking baby blood out of a skull? And he said, I'm listening. And then
1,000 points of light.
Yes, that's how it all started.
It did. He cheers the skull.
The skull.
Drank the blood.
Then
he was in.
And that is a hotbed of like nascent CIA.
That's right.
Situations.
So then they created. Now here's something we've always, they create a scenario because if this is after the Skull and Bones, this timeline. Here's the thing about this timeline. This is why this is crazy to me. I'm not saying it's not possible, but they don't usually send. The whole silver spoon thing. It's like, you don't send these guys. Like this guy actually was on a trajectory. He went from Skull and Bones and then he was in a fighter jet having to jump out of a, like.
But that's all documented. So if they're going to put him, I'm just saying if they're going to put him, you're saying they just did that to make him a war hero?
Yes. Like to set him up to be on a trajectory to be, because he had no personality. He didn't have the personality to be president.
He had the charisma of.
But he was a great puppet. He was a puppet of a. If we're talking puppets of a puppet.
Oh, Silver Spoon. They would never like have him.
I think back in the day, yeah.
But I want to say, I also think.
No, sorry. I'm not saying that they wouldn't have him do that. They wouldn't have him be the trigger man. That's absurd.
Well, no. Here's why they would. Back in the day, everybody had like 2,000 kids. Like he's not special. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's a Gemini.
He's a Gemini.
There's that. Let me look. Children, relatives, Bush. Relatives is Bush family. I'm like, do you have any freaking siblings? I just mean you're being like, they would never have sent him to do something dangerous. And I'm like, yeah, they would.
What's crazy to me about some of the second shooter stuff, like, again, with all these conspiracies, there's always. He was
born in Massachusetts. I'm talking about Texas.
Well, no, he became a Texas man, but Prescott Bush, the Bush dynasty started the generation before him. They had some fliff going.
I know, but I thought they had fliff from the oil.
That was his then venture. I believe Prescott.
Oh, what
was
is
like
Prescott
an old waspy
into?
Man. Yeah. What's his wasp? Where does his
Walker was known as
from?
Pop. Young Bush was called Poppy. That's why we call him Poppy. Moved to Greenwich, Connecticut. Okay. They would vacation in Kennebunkport, Maine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or at his maternal grandparents' plantation in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Tremendous.
Because of this is a great sentence. Because of the family's wealth, Bush was largely unaffected by the Great Depression. That's an amazing. It's not like, oh, I didn't feel a little dip. It's like I literally didn't know.
So let me ask you then. This is my question. Someone whose generational wealth was immune from the Great Depression was sent to war?
World War II.
Yeah, I know.
War
but I'm saying, was it the greatest generation?
War didn't used to just be for like the poor.
For the poor. Well, there was still that's why I say some of these people still had they had their ideologues mixed with capital.
But there are a lot of dynasty families who have like a couple of sons who died in wars, and I think that's like a badge of honor for all of them.
Well, Beau Biden.
They're like, we're just like you.
Beau Biden at the burn pits.
Well, yeah, he got cancer that they are attributing to the burn pits.
Yes.
Beau Biden's
Trust
a tricky
the
one.
science on that.
Well, jury's still out on that test tube. Bush in his Grumman TBM Avenger aboard the USS San Jacinto in 1944 during World War II. Yeah, I mean, there's a photo of him. I think he was there.
Yeah, no, I've seen the photo where he's in his little pilots. He has the goggles and
you're right, though. This was
the leather helmet.
Pre-college. On his 18th birthday, immediately after graduating from Phillips Academy, he enlisted in the United States Navy as a naval aviator.
And he was probably actually 16 because a lot of people did that shit too, where you were like lied about your age to get into the military. So, you know.
Okay, this is weird. His squadron was assigned to the USS San Jacinto as a member of Air Group 51, where his lanky physique earned him the nickname Skin.
Oh, God.
I'm glad we stuck with Poppy. Physique.
You mean because he was wearing the skin of a Skull and Bones? Of a Skull and Bones sacrificial lamb?
Damn. Cannibalized.
Skin, that's not.
Skin is weird.
They call him Poppy Skin.
He met Barbara Pierce at a Christmas dance in Greenwich in 1941.
And he asked for her satanic father's hand in marriage. Or asked for her hand from Satan.
They're not saying how many siblings he had, which was my whole point. So
anyhow,
was initiated into the Skull and Bones Secret Society.
So he came from war. So this is the thing. You leave war, you go to Yale. So he didn't need to do that to pay. I know that was very funny that you said that.
Thank you.
But realistically, he was on the heels of that into. The reason I think he feels groomed to me is because he played all the sides. He was in the deep state, and then he went to vice president for a guy who was clearly a puppet from the beginning. Like they grabbed Reagan to be like, oh, boom, this is he can sell all this shit.
Bush is going to have the ideas. Reagan's going to have the face.
Yes.
He's a cowboy.
Bush was someone.
California cowboy.
Bush was someone, and I remember this. I don't remember where the interview was, but I remember him in an interview. He laughed because someone was like, do you remember when we grew up? At least I always remember hearing vice presidents don't do shit. People are like, vice president. He laughed because then he realized, oh, that's what people think of Veeps. Let me get 8 years as Veep after being head of the CIA.
Yeah.
That's why Cheney then, he was like, here, you be the Veep for my fucking numbnut son.
Yeah.
And we'll continue this plan. It's like that to me was a very funny idea of just being Veep. So he only had 4 years as actual president, and no one like his personality was nothing. But he does feel like he was being groomed to kind of push a lot through. Like, you know what I mean? He did a lot.
No, he was definitely behind the curtain.
When
there used to be
decades.
A curtain. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When there used to be a curtain.
And you don't think, there used to be a curtain.
There didn't there?
There did, dear. There did, dear.
So anyway, I'll save mine for the next time. We solved it.
No. Tell.
No. I don't want to waste one. We got to save these.
Oh, well, I hope that there is a next time. Is this D-Day?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, just in case not. You did the family lineage there. I don't know where you would find this, but Marilyn Monroe is Poppy's 9th cousin once removed. Think about that. You're talking about the JFK assassination. Maybe it was something. Maybe there's something there to 9th cousin once removed.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to avenge.
You fucked my 9th cousin once removed, did you?
Yeah.
Well, that's the final.
Think you can just come in here and fuck my 9th cousin once removed?
Yes.
So I guess what I've been thinking is a little bit of a Texas twang, is just some like weird waspy transatlantic,
like cosplaying as an old oil man.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird poppy.
I mean, I think he just saw the money and Arbusto oil. Like he had all those oil companies in the great. I mean, I guess we're still doing it now, but in the heyday of that, where it was like a lot of that prospecting and people were getting rigs. Like wherever, he kind of consolidated a lot of that and did those deals that were like the regional oil men who really were the legit cowboys that kind of just were like, I don't know, I ran some guy off his property and I put an oil rig in here and I've got Texas tea, whatever, gold, black gold. He got all those guys together in the rooms and was like, we're putting an energy company together. And so like he was the wasp coming from up there to...
With the briefcase.
And obviously
and the plans.
The briefcase and the plans to go over to the Mideast as well. They're like, great, American oil here, but we can also have all this oil that we can bomb our way into.
Right. Bomb your way to peace.
He had himself a plan, and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked well.
Worked long enough that he was able to...
There's only one line in...
Get her done.
Marty... What's it called? Marty...
Supreme?
I almost said Marty Mull. No, that was the great Martin Mull. The actor Marty Supreme is there's Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, the legendary douche, but he has a line about being a 200-year-old vampire and or 400-year-old or something. It was a great line, but that always reminded me of Poppy, where I'm like he feels like think about everything we just ran through. People are like, whoa, people did a lot in their day. I'm like, if you really went like beat for beat, that guy's. I'm like, yeah, he's a 200-year-old vampire.
Yeah.
He's still alive, probably.
It's like in The Shining when he looks at the picture and he's in there from the like ball in 1940, whatever.
Yes.
Poppy's like in all those pictures for the last couple hundo.
Yes.
What do you call 100 years?
Century.
He's
a centuries old. And in one century, he's known as Skin.
Skin
in the next century,
is so
he's Poppy.
Gross. His lanky physique. I'm like, sounds like something's wrong with his dick.
They call him Skin because of his dong. Well, we did our bushy pushy. Now, this is a great, perfect transition. Speaking of his skin dick, you know about catching print? Have you heard about this?
Catching print. I've never heard that. Can I guess what it means?
Yes. Guess what catching print is?
Like publicity? Somebody doing a story
Remember
on
the
you?
transition that I was saying?
Oh.
From his dick.
Catching print. I have no idea.
It's basically the ability to, through the outline in trousers and things, to be like, this is what this person's dick is. You know how we've gotten like
the John
Hamm or Fassbender, I think, had a prosthetic on in a movie that everyone was all worked up.
It was not a
about.
prosthetic.
It was.
It wasn't.
I mean.
In Shame? No, It's not. Look it up.
I think that they have to do that.
No.
I think
not
anyway,
when they did that.
Either way.
That's new.
That's not catching print. That's just seeing someone's cock. But in catching print, it's like tabloid photos or whatever where people are like, oh, that outline. So that's just catching print.
So it is tabloid. I wasn't.
It is tabloid. No, you weren't off. It's tabloid related. Well, you bank on the tabloid. It's more the TikTok.
So if you just see a dick, would that be like live news?
Yeah, you're like, oh, we're catching print with whoever today.
Cool.
Anyway.
Interesting. Thanks for teaching me that. New
learn that from TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but I learned that from TikTok.
Yes.
This is the last gasp of TikTok. You know what I mean? It was catching print.
What was the thing of the old man? There was like an ad of a really old man being like, my kids are on TikTok.
Yes. During the NCAA tournament, we saw it was an ad for TikTok.
Yeah.
They're saying now, hey, chill. We've got all the genocides on lock. We won't be allowing a lot of that to be seen.
We took it back from China.
We took it back from China.
It's just going to be dances.
There's guardrails for your children. And this was an old man who, there's no way your children are under the age of 40.
I don't think
maybe
under
50.
the age,
He looked like an elderly man. It was a weird casting.
Very weird casting. It should have been like a hot young dad being like, hey, kids are going to be on the internet. I just want peace of mind that they're safe or whatever. Yeah. But it was
and the camera pans down. He's like, now catch some print.
It was like, right.
No, but it should have been a hot young dad with who's packing, you know?
Yes, something for everybody.
Yes, but this was an elderly man, like in his garage, like whittling
I think in a barn.
birdhouse or something.
It was so weird.
Barn, yeah. He was doing some sort of straightening up in his barn.
It felt very...
And he was talking to the camera. He's like, yeah, so I'm worried about my kids, but not anymore. Thanks,
like
Ellison.
Anachronistic or something like anachronistic. Well, like it felt like that would be like a commercial for like wheat. But he was like,
yes,
TikTok wasn't safe. Like, yes. I don't know who it's for.
They came out of the fields.
Yeah.
And they had lots
We beat it down with a pitchfork.
It got us through the Great Depression.
Locked it
My
in the
family
silo.
wasn't really affected by the Great Depression because of all the wheat.
I love that.
The TikTokers, man.
They're going to read that and be like, because of his great wealth, Sam Altman wasn't really affected by the nuclear holocaust of 2026.
Yes.
And Zumperberg? Zuck. He is building
What's he got going on?
Compound under California.
Under? I thought he was in Hawaii.
No, I mean he is.
He's like buying Hawaii. He owns
Kauai,
some of the islands.
No, he's going under.
He's going under. All right. That makes sense. I mean, I would if I were him.
Yeah.
Today, he's going under.
Well, I just mean he's building something crazy.
When you were in high school and middle school, who was the kid who had the oldest parents? Do you remember? I remember a kid who had really old parents. I'm actually just thinking about this TikTok, and I'm like, the only way that does make sense is I remember I went to high school with a kid who's both mother and father. Which the father
would you think for an ad where you're trying to relate to the broadest group that you're like, this makes sense for the one kid who had the really old dad and was on his like 8th wife.
No, it doesn't.
Like that'd be funny to see like the Don Draper behind that.
Yeah.
And be like, no,
here's who we're speaking to.
Yeah, here.
Someone who'd be confused about TikTok. Like they're a little scared of TikTok. They're a little scared of the internet still. They're old enough that they're afraid of the internet.
But they're in the heartland and they're whittling.
They're whittling.
That tells us the old with the new.
Yes.
Like they're telling, and the boss is like, hey.
The boss is like trying to grab ass still. It's like the 50s, you know?
What?
Well, he's like, where's that redhead with big tits? And they're like, Byron, no.
Byron's sick today.
I'm going Mad Men.
He's at a dog funeral. Oh, yeah. Mad Men. Yeah.
He's at a dog funeral.
This to me feels like...
That's one I thought I would have to hear back later, but I caught it.
No,
Thank
you got it, Lover.
Thank you, dear.
It feels like it was like bad AI. And
yeah.
They were like, fuck it, just run with it. And they're like, can we make him any younger? And like, who cares?
Do we need to?
Maybe this will get the grandparents to say, oh, we got you TikTok for your birthday or something.
Yeah, I think they've also lost, all the Drapers are gone.
Yeah.
Like they've lost.
They drank themselves to death.
For better or for worse, they've all drank themselves to death. But these new
lung cancer,
these new like
car crash.
That's right.
Too much red meat. They died of gout.
These ad agencies are all dead from gout. They've all they've fattened themselves up with goose liver, and their cankles are falling off.
No, all the agencies now are like the blue hair.
That's right. And so they're kind of like, who the fuck gives a shit about this TikTok thing? And like, I don't know, some old guy in Kansas. And they're like, all right.
Yeah.
You know, like who really gives a shit about all, like the TikTok thing was, remember, it's so funny with the cycles, but in the very beginning, there was a munching on malt.
No, not malt. They're Cadbury cream eggs, but I'm trying to cover up the mic.
Cadbury cream eggs. They, in the very beginning, remember the whirlwind of TikTok at the very end of Biden into Trump. I feel like the transition team had this crazy where they like brought this guy in and they kept being like, you're Chinese. And he was like, I'm not Chinese. Remember the president of TikTok? There was this thing, Congress brought in a guy and they kept being like, so tell us about your Chinese. He's like, I'm not Chinese. I don't know if he was Taiwanese. I don't know I forget what his nationality was now.
I thought wasn't he like Chinese American?
No, there was something. Maybe I'm thinking of something
I think
else.
I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
I'm probably thinking of all the wrong things, but I do remember how big of a deal the TikTok
These
merger.
Are good.
They're like, yo, you got to sell this shit. They're like this Chinese company. You either sell us TikTok. They're like strong armed into TikTok.
Well, that's
and it was all because of the guy. It was, I mean, not all, but mostly
Gaza.
They pretended like, oh, the data, and we got to save because China's getting all this data, and it's just like
that was one where culture war actually helped real war.
Yes.
They're like the kids are getting too
hip.
So
they have this unfiltered
we're gonna say
news.
It's unsafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're seeing like just
and
real
all those
videos
weird
from on the
press
ground.
Conferences with Zionists being like, it's not the kids' fault. They're anti-Israel. It's because they're seeing all this footage.
That was like
they're just saying that, like, and you're like, well,
yes, yeah, exactly right. Yeah, they showed their whole ass with that one.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta stop eating these. These
No,
are
no,
so
no,
good.
chomp,
These are good.
I have another.
Lay off me! I'm starving.
Yes. Wait, I saw that recently. Was it with you?
Rip Chris Farley. That's a great.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Gap Girls. That
What
was a
was
recurring...
that sketch? It was just Gap
Girls. Girls
It was Spade, Farley, and Sandler.
And they're like...
Sandler's chuckling, is breaking all over town, as he always
Spade
did.
is, I think, the manager.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few. And this is them in the food court getting...
Yes, getting
snack.
lunch during their break.
Farley's not always in the sketch, I don't think.
No, he came in.
Like, hey, Stacy, sure, have some fries.
He came in thunderous.
Well, what the internet is saying, and who knows if it's true, is that he improvised the deep voice.
Yes.
And that's why they broke.
Sure.
Like, he's supposed to be like,
It
lay
was the
off
right
me, I'm
choice.
starving.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he grabs Spade's neck
does
the demon voice.
pretty great. That's just going to be funny.
You can't just grab someone's neck anymore.
You can't just grab a little pencil dick weasel by the neck and be like,
You're like, listen up,
get
Skin.
off me. Who would you, Spade?
Listen up, Skin. I need you in Dallas.
We need
Get down.
get down.
Get down to Dallas.
You jump
Skin.
out of that plane, Skin, and you land in Dallas. He's not known as a crack shot, is my thing about him being the trigger man. That was to be a part of that shooting, even if there was another shooter. The level of skill.
Well, it's not like it was like a million bullets from all different directions.
I guess if they just peppered him, sure.
Kind
but
of sloppy.
I don't think anyone claims there would have been more than two, but maybe they do.
Well, the other thing I forgot to say is Poppy admitted to knowing a friend of Oswald's.
Yes. Well.
Stuff starts getting weird.
Oswald's CIA connections those are real. But the problem is
those are real.
No, but those are documented.
TikTok.
Those are real. No, those are actually real.
No, this is actually real.
You can parse fantasy from reality.
Fantasy.
Again, doesn't tie. The dots are way too. They're way too scattered to connect. It's almost, it was a great plan.
It's like you're doing the red thread of the conspiracy, but you end up weaving a little rug.
You weave
because there's so many
There's
threads.
so many.
And then it's a bath mat. And then people say, what is this?
And then I step out of the shower. I say, what's a bath mat for?
Why is it red?
I just like to shake off like a dog. I don't need
I like to shake off like a dog.
Like a dog.
Jimmy.
Yes, I think that. Wait, what? Oh, Spade and Spader.
Spader.
And Spadest. Spade, Spader, Spadest.
Oh, Spadest.
This is a film I'm writing for David Spade, James Spader, and Tom Spadest.
There's somebody named Tom.
is a man.
You sold that.
Is a
I was
persona
like, Tom Spadest.
that I will be taking on.
Great. You're like, he's big in the underground theater world.
No, Spade
does a hell of a Roseanne Barr impression.
Singing the national anthem. Only Roseanne when she sang that. Remember how angry everyone was?
He lived his life as blind for 6 years.
Why did everyone hate Roseanne?
I think Roseanne is...
Before the tweets.
Yeah. No, people
when she just sang that anthem. She's not a singer. What did they expect from Roseanne? Yeah. Anyhow.
I don't know why people turned on Roseanne before she went insane, because she was great.
They didn't like a working woman.
Thank you.
They just didn't.
Well,
They didn't
she was EPing her own show.
That's right.
She was not a little stick figure. She wasn't on Woogovie.
She wasn't. She would pop off.
Married and divorced publicly a bunch of times. She was outspoken. I mean, I think we know. Then she went crazy. Remember when she said Trump was the first female president?
Sure. Yes. And now, is that any crazier
time.
Is that any crazier than Bill Clinton was the first black president?
No, I think it's less crazy.
It's kind of less crazy, because Trump is serving cunt at all times.
He's serving C.
Anyway.
Any hoodle.
Clinton just the saxophone. I'm like, Clinton has an illegitimate mixed race son, and that makes him the first black president.
Mixed
That's
race
problematic.
He probably has.
Plenty.
He's probably got a gaggle of kids down there in Arkansas.
He sure does.
Chelsea's like, I just made a Chelsea face.
You did make a great Chelsea face.
For the listeners.
Remember Chelsea?
Listeners.
Remember Chelsea and Hillary had an Apple Plus TV show or something?
Oh, my God.
Do you remember this?
It was called something about not being scared. It was like Brave Gals or something.
It was we're shattering glass ceilings till the cows come home.
Yeah, we're shattering your TV with our hey Nazi.
But they just were sitting on a bench talking. We watched an episode of it.
Well, this is what I remember. They did one on comedy and they went to France and talked to a mime.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
Oh my, this was perfection.
Wait, everything's blending together because there's suffs too, but this isn't suffs.
No, this was like a yes. I remember.
Okay, hold on.
Please.
Talk. Will you say something?
I'm going to say something about my Spade, Spader, Spadest.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry. I think I cut you off.
I just tore myself down my own stream of consciousness with that. What I wanted to say about Spade was Dana Carvey, because I was saying you did a great Dana Carvey before, and Carvey and Spade obviously have their pod together. Who?
Wait, what?
Sorry.
The
only person I could possibly be talking to right now
Hillary Clinton
is you.
Interviews 100-year-old French clown. Sorry, I can't find the name of the show.
What?
Oh my God, I'm dead.
It's just called Till the Cows Come Home.
No, please just say say that again.
I love you till the cows come home.
Gutsy. I knew it was something
Gutsy.
about
You got
fear. Okay, go ahead.
Spade.
Spader.
No,
Spadest.
Spade and Dana Carvey have a pod together. You're aware,
which
of
is
this
weird
podcast.
because they are very similar.
Well, so this is interesting. Is who would you rather be?
Whose
if you
hair
had to
is
inhabit?
better? Who has better highlights?
Who has better lowlights? And who has? Well, Spade
It's like an ashy
lost his
blonde,
lesbian
kind of a straw
aunt
hair. Oh, it's gone.
A little bit, or is it back?
Dana kind of has like some body now.
I think Dana has hair. I think Spade is completely bald. Like I think he's like.
No, he's not.
Yes.
I would know if Spade were bald.
Spade has. Spade maxing is like.
This is
he's gonna tip. If he tips a cap, the hair will come
I think
off.
you're just thinking of the scene in Tommy Boy when his wig gets
I
blown
definitely
off.
am.
Oh, I thought it.
But why does he have weird lesbian wispy ant hair?
Really
for the
quick.
longest time?
Yeah, he's got Ellen hair. Remember before Ellen had it?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, or at the same time? Remember when we were saying who be a Zelensky and we're like, who else is a Zelensky? Is it not about Zelensky? And it's Zelensky Auto Parts as in Tommy Boy. I just wanted to say that.
No, I think that's who. Yes.
Dan Aykroyd.
That's right.
That's who I was thinking.
And Hugo Zelensky, I was thinking of, which we won't get into him. He's a folk hero of sorts in Pennsylvania.
Oh, is he the guy with the bananas?
No, he's the guy, the 30,000 pounds that went down. Yeah. No, that's a different man in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Okay, there's a guy. We have to tell that story really quickly.
From the Harry Chapin song?
He's hauling
Just
bananas.
about 30,000 pounds of bananas. And it says,
can we link to that?
Hill into Scranton, Pennsylvania.
And this is a true story.
This is a true story.
Can we link to this?
This guy in a truck. We can link to this.
Can we link to
You know what I'll link to? I'll link to the
song?
local news story that they did where this guy's family was a little upset.
Erratically, not together.
just my two fingers aren't even in sync. I'm snapping with two fingers.
I know, it was cool. It was like an AI test. I was like, can you snap?
Yeah, can you snap in front of your face, please, 3 times?
Okay.
Nope.
So this guy was hauling bananas. This is a true story.
This is a delivery truck guy was going down a hill in Scranton, Pennsylvania, big hill.
Coming
into town, right into town.
Big hill.
Right into the city.
Right into the electric city.
Right into Joe Biden's front door.
Joe Biden's house.
And he
his brakes
I think he
go
was
out.
off to Delaware by then. This might have been the 70s, but his brakes go.
The truck driver, not Biden.
Yes, the brakes are completely gone, and he's barreling down a hill.
So
he's like, how do I just, I'm going to die. But how do I save the cargo?
The town.
And the town. So he's
it
trying
wasn't
to
about saving them.
how do I get these bananas
He
not
made
bruised?
a hero move where he's
He
like,
did.
if I crash wrong,
Yeah,
I'm
so
going to kill
he's shouting
people.
out the door. He's like veering the truck. Anyway, Harry Chapin of Cats in the Cradle fame, and that didn't he do the silver spoon,
The cat's in the cradle and the banana peel.
the panini,
Do a little
panini
snap and
press.
spin a wheel.
Anyway, that guy did a song about it. And yeah,
But what did he do to save everyone? He crashed like
he crashed. He kept ping ponging off of parked
but
cars.
There's a thing where
I think he just veered.
I thought he did like a hero move where he crashed into like a park or something where no one was.
I think he did. I think he tried to veer to be like, yeah.
But he knew he was going to die.
I think he probably thought he was because he's, these old trucks. He probably didn't have a seatbelt. Even probably was no seatbelt in the vehicle. It's an old delivery truck.
Yeah, I don't think people in Pennsylvania wear seatbelts.
No. I mean, we didn't growing up. But anyhow, meanwhile here they have like teenagers. You got like 16-year-olds still.
They're like Oregon just passed a mandate that you have to be over 200 pounds to not be in a baby seat.
Anyhow,
yeah, there's like 16-year-olds sitting backwards in the Subaru.
Yeah, staring out the back window.
Oh.
Smoking a cigarette.
Vaping. Watching TikTok. It's safe now.
Thank you.
Do an Alp.
So, Spader, Spadest.
No, but which one? Spade?
No, Spade.
But is he really bald?
Wait, what were we talking about with the? I wasn't talking about the 30,000 pounds. What was the song? What was the? Let's go right back and see if we can find where we were. I was talking about songs, and you were like, "Oh, the 30,000, the banana song." I was like, "There's a song about. There was a song in my heart
with Spade." You were saying he's bald, and we were saying Zelensky Auto Parts.
I'll never get there. Oh, Hugo Zelensky.
Thank you.
Is a folk hero. You were saying, oh, the guy driving the banana truck.
Well, that's the only folk hero I knew.
That's true. Anyway, this guy has a lot of bodies buried, and then he was arrested, and then he escaped from prison with bed sheets out the window.
I remember
you remember
the
Hugo?
bed sheets.
That's Hugo.
I love that's old school.
It's a big story. And he had a lot of connections to big farm. What were you saying?
I'm waiting for Luigi to go out with the bed sheets.
Luigi. So, oh my God.
We have to talk
How
about
much time
Charlie
do we
Day.
have? We have time. We have plenty of time.
We have
actually.
like a
Jeez,
lot.
we have hours still.
It's our last step before the bombs rain down.
All right, so before we fly.
And that is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
Would you rather be...
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Julia Sugarbaker?
Julia Sugarbaker?
Julia Sugarbaker.
Would you rather be Spade or Carvey?
Neutered.
Make sure to Spade and Carvey your pets.
That's really hard. I think Spade has like a darker wit.
Yes.
That I obviously feel more connected to. But Dana is a legend. It's just really hard. Dana does better voices, which I like. Spade is like a sarcastic little twit. Spade also has that bit that I always think of when I cross the street.
Yeah.
Where he's like, you have to pretend like you're running to be like nice to the cars, and you go 0 miles an hour. It's like a
courtesy. Like, I'm not going to actually run, but I'm just going to. That's a funny bit.
It's one of those stand-up bits that's just like,
an observational
it's a toothless
gem.
nothing, but I like think about it every day.
Yeah. Hollywood Minute I loved. You know what?
Hollywood Minute.
So all right.
Also, then there's like the Farley movies. That is such a place in my heart. But then
Carvey was the more talented sketch actor, like obviously.
Right, but he did that terrible movie where he's like a turtle.
A turtle man.
Yeah.
Well, he did a lot of. I mean, he didn't translate to film as much. I don't know that he did.
He doesn't show up on cells.
I'm talking about an old school, just straight up sketch actor. I think
you just said, "Who do I like better?" Though.
I know. I hear you.
What's your answer? Hot shot?
No, I'm Spade. I'm going Spade.
And I'm neutered.
I'm Spade. Nobody's neutered here. Nobody's Carveyed. We're all Spade. The SNL. So the two things.
What's the thing? Catching print.
Catching print.
They just zoom in on my labia. They're like, Spade. She's Spade.
Bob Barker says Spade.
Yeah, I think I have to go Spade, but that hurts. That's not an easy call to make, and I want to go church lady.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. His original characters and his impressions. Obviously, Spade was just kind of.
Oh my God! Wait, Garth? No, I think I might have to go. I need some time.
You need time with that.
Can I come back next week and say
yes?
Garth is like that's a kicker for me.
Garth is there. Church lady's there. Obviously, the dual Perot Bush. You know, like in that era of SNL when he was literally when the last time we ever and maybe not the only time,
Yeah,
but the
Spade
last time
on
we had 3
SNL
people
is
running
like
for
whatever
president.
to me. I know you liked Hollywood Minute. Spade on SNL is whatever. What I love about Spade is his movie career and his stand-up.
The Simpsons had a great
stand-up.
dig at Spade where Homer said, "I feel like it was." I forget even the context of this episode now, but the line stuck with me. But it was when he was like, "I feel like David Spade, alone and useless," or "I feel like David Spade after Chris Farley died, alone and useless."
Well, there's a little bit of a Diddy vibe with Spade, where you're like, "Did you just ride the fat man's coattails, and then he died, and then you're like,
Diddy.
is there a move here?"
Yes, the notorious.
I'm not trying to drag Spade through the baby oil, but I just mean, just the trajectory of like them kind of being a sidekick of sorts.
But to the other side of that, to all the straight men out there, the dynamic there. Not straight sexually, comedically. I'm saying to straight man, Farley needs somebody there.
Wait, you can't say straight man anymore. You say voice of reason.
Well, he's a straight man.
Well, there's the unusual. I know, but people don't say that anymore because it's gendered.
Even when talking about someone who identifies as a man?
Yeah, I'm telling you that archetype.
Got it.
There's the unusual character, Farley, and there's the voice of reason, Spade.
So, as a voice
unusual character, Biggie. Voice of reason, Diddy.
Mary J. I think
Why'd you bring Mary J into that?
I just thought, I'm thinking of her with the Diddy stuff.
No, she's great.
Yeah.
Don't bring her in.
Well, who brought her in?
You just said
anyway,
her name.
Farley Spade, as the voice of reasons go. Farley, of course, we all love all that, but you need the voice of reason with him to bounce off of. And Spade was a perfect voice of reason for that.
Yeah.
And I think he probably would have preferred him not die. Diddy was able to capitalize. I think Spade,
Diddy killed, allegedly.
Farley.
Diddy killed Farley. No, I'm saying Diddy really benefited from Biggie going out.
Yes.
I agree.
Spade was hurt.
Spade was sad.
Financially and otherwise,
Yeah.
Anyway, I think you'd be a Carvey. I'll let you sit with that for a week, but if we're still here.
You're Spade, I'm Carvey?
I think yeah.
I feel like I am a Spade, though.
You are a Spade.
But I love Carvey.
Yeah. I think Garth puts it over the top. I'd probably prefer Who Do I Want to Be and Who Am I?
Yeah.
They're a weird duo to just even have a podcast.
Yeah, what is the pod like?
They kind of fall into that. It's not good. They fall into the, I want to say the Bill Maher sphere almost. They're kind of like grumpy old men. They acknowledge no, it's, representation.
Is it right wing?
No, Bill Maher's right wing in the sense that like America is just right wing. I mean, to some degree,
he's pushing some stuff.
No, he absolutely. Bill Maher is a political clown whose brain is pudding at this point. But I think his they're like old grumpy old men. They're playing a little bit into that like. I don't know. It's hard to explain. They're so soft though. It's almost like not enough of that. They're just a little bit like. You get some fun behind the scenes stories from SNL. They bring on SNL people.
Schneider.
They talk a lot about, more so obviously Carvey, but being the SNL legends, they can be like, here's some funny stories of they're both there for years. So it's like, there's some fun shit with that. But at this point, I'm just like, I don't really care that fucking institution.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's 2 things about SNL that I want to go for on this SNL.
Wait, are you going to do Spade,
Spader,
Spadest?
That was just something I made up in the moment.
Oh, but what about Spader?
James Spader. I mean, we love him from Pretty in Pink.
I love that white suit, the cigarette in the school.
The cigarette in the school is
What's his name, Blaine?
Or might have been Blaine. He was a boat shoes guy.
Big boat shoes. But he's so over the top that you love him again. He has the feathered blonde
hair. He would wear like
dick.
salmon suits with like 3 buttons open on a white shirt underneath. Am I remembering this correctly?
Yes, the whole chest was out.
Yes, but he didn't have chest hair.
No.
He was like a very smooth little seal.
Smooth boy.
Blaine.
Skin, I called him.
We called him Skin Spader.
Skin Spader. Skinner?
Yeah.
And then Spadest doesn't exist.
But he just had like a flask and was smoking a cigarette just in the hallway in between classes.
Yeah, smoking a cigarette in school is cool.
It's very cool.
Sorry, kids.
Sorry,
Get with it.
but that was my Spader thing. What I wanted to do before we go into the SNL, I have 2 SNL things that I wanted to bring up. So I'm glad we got into the Spader Carvey. But I'm going to derail that segue by bringing up Luigi, because you brought up Luigi.
Love Luigi.
Of course. Now, the discourse has begun again, though. Have you seen this? Because we've discussed the great PBD on this podcast. You're nodding. You've seen that he wrote a letter to Patrick Bet-David. You've seen this.
Oh, no, I don't know. I thought we were talking about the Charlie Day thing. That's why I was nodding.
No, that's okay. So first on Luigi, yes. The Charlie Day thing's hilarious.
So this is Luigi Minute. We need like a Luigi segment.
Yes, we got a Luigi.
Mangione.
Luigi. Yes, so it's Charlie Day voices Luigi in the Mario movie. This is on the press junket. So it's him, it's Key, it's Anya, it's the whole voice cast.
Taylor, Joy. Is that her name?
Yeah, Joy Behar Taylor, Joy. Anyway. Yikes.
Wow.
So they
you just TikToked.
I TikToked.
I'm between algorithms right now.
They're sitting there doing one of these press junkets, and he does get baited into it, but Charlie Day is asked, he plays Luigi, so they're like, well, who's your favorite?
And who asked him?
Luigi?
It was like a press in Italy or something.
It might have been Italian. Like, the guy was...
it was a foreign press, like it wasn't like Hollywood.
No, they were just sitting on like one of these like, makeshift like Hollywood Minute sets or whatever.
Right.
Access Hollywood kind of thing,
circle.
But in Italy, so a little more distinguished.
Yeah, there were canapes.
There were canapes, yes. There were cigarellos being smoked.
There were so many cigarellos. Wait, we didn't talk about Gutsy, but it's fine.
That's okay. We'll get to it. We can circle back.
Okay.
The last time I tried to circle back, I lost an eyeball.
Drove right into a...
I
painted that tunnel on the wall for you to circle through, and you just slammed
blasted
right into
it. They asked him who his favorite Luigi was. And clearly
Charlie Day.
baiting into that.
What's your other favorite?
And he laughs and is like, well, Luigi.
Modern American Luigi. Like he made him say.
He made him say it. But he said it. And he had a good laugh.
And they all laughed. I felt like he looked very uncomfortable.
They looked, there was that moment of just being like, is this okay? But I'm like, Charlie Day, he's made it. There's no.
First of all, you've arrived. That's fine. Second of all, put your finger on the pulse.
Right.
That's something where your manager might go, oh, like a little neck sweat for a minute. And then they go, oh, yeah, that's what everyone in America thinks too.
Yes.
We're fine.
Also, so the discourse now, as the online left always quickly, it eats its own tail at a breakneck speed at this point, because the cycle, you got to go.
That snake, that Ouroboros, its neck is shot. It's got like a long neck brace, and it's just the whole snake.
It is. It's removed some ribs.
And it's got headgear on.
It's removed so it can easily eat
sucking its own tail.
But anyway, the Luigi thing now is that Luigi from prison... Mangione. Yeah, not Luigi, Mario's brother from the movie. Luigi Mangione wrote a letter to Patrick Bet-David, PBD from Valuetainment. You know how I've tried many times to introduce you to PBD.
What is that?
Patrick Bet-David has a show, Valuetainment. We talked about
Patrick Bet-David?
The man's name,
idea
he's Iranian. Remember I was saying last week when we were like, who are Iranian men?
I'm just saying, you're saying it to me like it's something we've discussed.
He's probably a monarchist now that I think about it. But anyway, Patrick Bet-David.
Wow.
David. PBD is how he's known in the manosphere, right-wing,
PBD,
soft right-wing circles of podcasting. He has a thing called Valuetainment. It was a thing, remember I said he charges like $50,000 an hour to talk to him?
Valuetainment?
There's too much to hear.
Yes.
It's the dumbest fucking name for a media company, but it's called Valuetainment.
Okay.
This is he has a YouTube channel, he has a podcast.
I just don't think you should use the word value in your marketing or your brand name if it's $50,000 to talk to you for an hour.
Yeah, no, that's not.
That's like saying eco and you're just like pumping like
an
eco-friendly
kids' toxic waste dump.
Got it.
Yes.
Eco dump.
I think
Eco dump is like when you shit into a dirt hole.
Yes, it is. It's also the lame. It's like a dad. Like you would think your children would say when you're like, I'm going to do like, Dad, don't do valuetainment. No.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, that's what it is, and he's got millions of subs on.
Well,
on
it worked.
It worked. But anyway, his I think I mentioned Whitney Webb might have been on there IRL, and I was like the one time I saw her in an actual studio.
He has a show?
He has a podcast.
Oh.
A video podcast.
Well, he's in good he's in good company.
He's in great company. He has interesting, occasionally he'll have interesting conversations that feel unhinged in a way that like he is open to being like, because he knows clicks. So he's like, this could be great for clicks. So he has, maybe I wouldn't say anti-establishment views, but anyway, he has weird people on and they talk about a lot of different things that you don't get in the mainstream media.
Sounds cool.
Everyone's black-pilled. Moving on. PBD was written to him from prison. He read this letter from Luigi Mangione. So of course now the left is like, well, what did we think? Like Luigi, we already knew Luigi was not necessarily a leftist.
A pure leftist.
Right.
Yeah.
But also you're like, well, if people were just popping off at CEOs, it's like he walked the walk. So I think I think he like read PBD's book or something.
What did the letter say?
I only listened to a little bit, and it was him. I know.
If you're going to bring it up, you have to have the gist of the letter.
The gist of the letter is like, hey, bro.
Like, long-time listener, big fan?
Yes.
Or like,
and
what
I
is he
think PBD,
saying?
now what I'm seeing that is that I wasn't prepared to talk about this, but it came up because Luigi
Well, you brought it up. I couldn't have brought it up.
You brought it up.
I don't know who PBD is.
I know.
I was talking about Charlie Day.
But it made me feel...
Charlie Day was the host the one time I went to SNL IRL.
Really?
Yeah, he was great.
He's fun. He's a fun guy.
Unfortunate musical guest, though.
Who was it? Diddy?
Maroon 5.
Oh, Maroon 5.
Pretty bad.
Anyway, in this prison, we've got Luigi, we've got Ghislaine, or Ghislaine's double, whatever. We've got Diddy.
Yeah, or Brendan Fraser as Ghislaine.
We've got Maduro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this complex is like popping.
There's a rapper there too who just got Maduro's autograph. I just read that. And I don't know the name because it's all like symbols.
Oh, right.
I mean, this is me just showing my whole age.
Sure. Showing your whole age.
Showing my driver's license.
This is you in your TikTok commercial. You're the star, baby.
TikTok used to be scared.
There's a rapper with symbols for a name. Mangione sent this letter, TBD, PBD, for what this letter says. I'll get back to you next week. That'll be an errata. He didn't send him a letter. He sent him.
But the left is mad that Mangione
he opened it up and there was
is
anthrax in the letter, which would have been a great move from Luigi.
What was that
but I think
called?
PBD sent him books. I think he sent him his book and maybe some other books. So I think he was trying to create this moment where he's like, what? Luigi just reached out to me.
I want to write a book
like,
so that I can just send it to people in jail.
Please do.
That's fun, though.
That's very fun.
You're like, they're going to love it. They're bored.
Yeah. And they open it up and there's a little file inside.
Ooh.
For them to...
One cigarette
and a file. And you're like, get going, boys. Anyhow.
Or girls or anyone.
Yeah. That's true. I want to send Ghislaine's double a book.
The good book.
Yeah, the good book. Send her a Bible.
I think that could really help her.
That might turn that body double's life around. Might be like, what am I doing here? Why am I
giving up
it?
Years of my beautiful life on God's green earth?
My best years.
My best years. You had something else. I had something a while back. Oh, Gutsy. So Hillary Clinton and Chelsea Clinton had this short-lived television program called Gutsy.
They did.
And the one episode we watched was about comedy, and they went to France and talked to an old mime. And it is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Can we link to that?
We can link to that.
Hillary's never been
I think it's probably behind
less
a paywall.
comfortable.
But I bet you could. There's like some clips on YouTube.
Well, it's worth nothing, so don't watch it.
Don't watch it. But yeah, that was a bizarre. We watched one episode. I think it was multiple. Yeah, Gutsy. It was supposed to be. It's like one of those things where, like, Meghan Markle did like a cooking thing and then it just disintegrates. They're like, oh, here's a whole thing, and there's this big promotional rollout and everything, and you're like, was there 3 episodes of that or something?
Yeah, they were like, you guys have terrible personalities, no charisma, and a face for, a doormat radio program. Mm-hmm. So let's do a whole TV show built around your amazing...
Your smugness and your
personality.
Your fake family, like your fake love. Like, I think you two also hate each other.
Wait, speaking of the Clintons, allegedly, I don't want to get in trouble. I do want to make that song, People Who Died.
Those are people who died. Such a good song.
These are people who died. They were
all
my
their
friends,
and they died.
Because we could do other honorable mentions for like other.
That was the tune, so don't forget that. And
Fetterman?
Can't find John Fetterman.
Well, I didn't want to say this, but it came up, so I will.
It exists.
No.
Oh, go ahead.
I tried to write a parody, and I was going to sing it today, and I couldn't. It was so bad that I deleted it.
It takes a moment.
Yeah.
It's a slow build, that song. I was actually worried you were going to say it because I'm like, how could that not exist? In today's internet with what's happening here with AI assisted tools.
Well, I felt like I was leaning too hard into like the stroke, which is ableist and lame, but it's just funny to me that he won an election again after having like brain damage. Like that just says more about America than, and then he came out and said, no, I'm just depressed.
Yeah. I think when there's only 100 senators, you should say it's not ableist to say that
you can't have brain damage.
To be of sound mind.
Yeah, I think that's what I think as well. But
and
it's controversial.
If we're all out there,
but I realized I was like, I just wrote like a parody song about somebody who had a medical issue.
That's right.
So I deleted it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right. Well, I'll be picking up the mantle on that. I'll try because I've been singing it all week. I've been
Camp on
John Fetterman.
What was his wife's name?
Oh, man.
Giselle?
Yes.
Yes.
Giselle Bundchen.
Giselle
Brady.
Not Bundchen.
Bundchen.
Fetterman.
Giselle Fetterman. Yeah. There's a lot to say about John Fetterman in song form.
I mean, I
Eddie
tried.
Vedder.
I bet Eddie could do it.
I bet Eddie would do it.
Song Sung Blue has some Eddie Vedder content that I found was surprising.
Yeah. We'll be like, Eddie, get the Sharpie out. It's time to write Free Palestine on your forearm in a cringe fashion.
Well, he would just write like peace in the Middle East. He like wouldn't go
He
far
would,
enough,
of course.
You know?
Yeah, no. Anyhow.
Women are people. You're like, thanks, Ed.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks for
shouldn't have.
Setting the bar for
you. Seriously, get the fuck off that stool.
Get off that stool. You don't need to be doing all that.
He's like, I'm with her, and we're like, good day.
She.
Us.
I'm moving on to SNL.
Okay. We have like 5 minutes.
Okay, quickly.
SNL, I've heard of it.
All right, so then one thing that does not need to be said, SNL UK.
There's a
weekend. Well, yeah, I think they've had their first. They had maybe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, SNL UK has launched. Yes, it's Saturday Night Live.
Is
but
Lauren?
UK. Yeah,
he's
EPing. Yeah, of course.
How bizarre.
Yeah, no, they're.
How is he doing both?
How bizarre. I mean, how is he doing anything?
Like Zooming?
Probably Zoom. I mean, he's probably got a.
He's like watching them do cocaine.
I bet he's more hands. I mean, even though he never struck me as a hands-off kind of guy, even in his older age. But I don't know at what level.
They don't do cocaine anymore.
They don't. They haven't in a long time. But
the coke died with Belushi.
I just saw 3 jokes, and I won't even rehash them, but it can be linked to it. I just saw a clip someone posted of 3 jokes from, because I don't even know how we would watch it, but they were legit. Weekend Update. More teeth.
Of course, I was going to say.
Yes.
But they do that.
Yeah. Then
British humor is always more biting.
Yes. And I think Che occasionally will in certain lanes will go hard, but this was going hard in ways that you just haven't seen out of SNL, maybe ever in the US.
Well, US SNL is like edgelording with teeth, because you're right, they'll have one person do a joke that's like, oh shit, but then they giggle, and then they have a built-in thing of where Colin's like, whoa man, it's not they're not saying this is the meat of it. This is no,
they're not staring down the barrel and delivering
saying,
dryly.
I'm so wild that I'm actually saying an Epstein. You know.
And again, the 3 jokes I saw were if the baseline in the bar is SNL US, it's definitely punching above its weight in that way.
Okay.
Anyway, the other SNL thing that we can end on.
I love that you're like, these jokes were incredible, and you won't tell us the jokes.
I don't want to. I don't think I'll do. It's because we can have the setup and punchline so good. I'll just link to them. They're good.
Okay.
Anyway. Far more interesting is the Chloe Fineman. Have you seen this? The Variety thing with Chloe Fineman from SNL?
I saw
famed
something.
Scientologist, or well, closeted Scientologist, I believe. Her parents are openly
Why
Scientologists,
closeted?
but because she never talks about it and hasn't admitted, or like, I don't think she's ever been cornered on it either.
Does
but I
she
think
know
people
Beck?
are like her.
Does she know Giovanni Ribisi?
She doesn't play it like that though. Those people are all
Right.
publicly Scientologists.
Beck left apparently.
Sure. I mean, at this point, it's hard not to. But I think she has been closeted with her own, but also second generation. So it's like, people are raised like, maybe I don't love it, but I know what happens if you speak out against it. So I'm just going to not talk about it at all.
I didn't
Anyway,
know
she does
that.
great impressions.
She was fine.
But they did this Variety. Variety loves doing these like, this is Variety magazine, The Trade. They love doing these like actors interviewing actors or like comedians on comedian. There was some panel. I don't even know the context of what it was, but it was a bunch of SNL people. So Mikey Day's on there. Sarah Sherman's on there.
I saw her with Sarah Squirm, them just doing an interview, but I think it was about clothes or high school or...
Yeah.
It was very like toothless and boring.
This was like 6 or 7 SNL writers and cast.
Okay, Charlie Day's not a writer or cast, is he?
Charlie Day? No,
You just
Mikey
said
Day, I said.
Oh.
I might have said Charlie Day. 'Cause we were already
No, I
talking
think you
about
said Mikey and I got confused because I had said it.
Day, yeah. For days. Day for day.
Day for day. Day labor.
They're just telling stories or something. And the way it's set up is she was basically being like, oh, can everyone guess? They're doing like a round of questions or whatever. She's like, can everyone guess what job I was fired from? And it ends up being...
And they're like, washing L. Ron Hubbard's feet.
Yes. Well, that's what's funny is no one will go into that. But far worse than that, she tells this story about how she was a camp counselor when she was a teenager. So I think she was like maybe 16 to 18, however old you have to be to start being a camp counselor. I think she says her age. She starts telling a story about how she pantsed a kid at this camp. And everyone's immediately like uncomfortable. And they're like, oh no. She's like, yeah, I got fired. I like pants this kid and a bus was like driving by, but he wasn't wearing underwear. So his little ding-a-ling was out.
Oh my God.
No, and she keeps doubling and tripling down and everyone's visibly like, oh no. And they try to, of course, at first be like, I think you're on some sort of list, like laughing it off. But she goes further and this Variety posted this originally unedited. And she's basically saying, she's like, well, no, it was Berkeley. Because she's like from Berkeley Road. She's like, it was Berkeley. And like people are now like looking down being like, I don't know, do not compute here. And then she's like, yeah, he was like being a little dick, a little asshole sometimes. He would like pull up my shirt. Like I'd go to give him a hug and I'd be like, and she like says a name too. And she's like, I would say that. And he would like go to pull my shirt up. Then she says he's 6 years old.
Oh my God.
And these two twins, some other people saw him and then they like made fun of him afterwards because he didn't wear underwear. And it was like,
I don't even think we should talk about this on the pod.
Well, sure.
I don't like this at all.
No, it was a train, but to watch this happen live, it was a train. Well, not live, but to watch.
No, but for it to happen, but then B to put it up.
Edited the story down so it's still kind of there, but they took the age of the kid out. They took a few details, but of course the internet's like, no. We have the full unedited of this, and it's like.
So what does that have to do with Scientology?
Nothing. That's why I started saying when I got off, I'm like, this is neither here nor there whether she's a Scientologist or not. Yeah, it'd be more fun to play the clip because you just watch it and it's wild to see someone just completely melt and have no self-awareness about what it is they're saying on a fairly large platform that will obviously get a mainstream platform with a bunch of other cast members sitting there having to acknowledge this and be like, what do we say to that? It was just fun.
That's wild.
That's my SNL.
It's funny because whenever I see her, she's so like vanilla, and she says herself, like, I like to do fun characters, but I'm myself very boring. And then that's her trying to be like fun and relatable, and it's like really weird and bad. Yeah. It's funny that she's Berkeley because I thought she was a New York kid, and I was like, the New York kids are just freaks, you know?
Right. I think I don't know. I don't really know her full backstory. I just know that she said, it was Berkeley. That will explain that away. And people are like, no.
Yeah, I think she's from New York.
Maybe. But this might have happened in Berkeley. I don't know. Anyhow.
Cool.
She does a real banging list of impressions. I couldn't even think of someone she does. But she does that was her whole thing, right? She does a bunch of fun impressions.
I don't know. I don't watch that program.
Well, I wish we could watch UK SNL.
I have to go so I can chew more candy.
Yeah, get your Easter basket.
I'd like to say to our listeners, we love you. Stay safe. And if we don't see you again,
If this is the end, my only friend.
The end.
The end.
The cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon.
30,000 pounds.
Gone.
Oh, banana.
The nuke's raining down. We'll see you again, and son. Gonna do a little friend time.
We'll see you in Iran then.
Son.
It's gonna be a nuclear.
No, Artemis 2 are the only people gonna be alive.
Zuckerberg under California.
He's got all the water.
Love you, dear.
Love you.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.